She's somewhere out there in the parking lot.
Was the birth pretty easy or good?
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, good.
He was really good. I mean, I couldn't have hoped for a better situation. Turned out
Oh,
to be the perfect situation. Yeah,
yeah. Sometimes they can be kind of fraught.
especially for the first one. You never know how it's going to be on the first
Yeah,
time.
that's true.
Testing, testing. I believe it's working. It's not very loud, but it's working. Aloha. Almost time. 1 minute to lift. 1 minute to lift off. Hopefully everybody's still around. Aloha. Working for the right balance between too soft and too loud.
Testing, 1, 2. Hello. This is a test.
Getting the bugs out of our technology. It says channel 6, Stephen. Is that what it's supposed to say? Channel 6?
Um,
Looks like a full battery.
turn it on and off.
Okay, how about that? That sounds maybe more like it's doing something. Yeah. Hello, everyone. So this is kind of a cool morning, and I think it's doing something. It says channel 4 now. That must be the lucky one. So it is a rather cool morning. So there are a collection of warm wraps. It's over by the round table in the entryway. If at any time you feel like you need to be warmer, just walk over there and get one. So my name is Pasha McGregor. I'm the surprise facilitator this morning. It was a surprise to me at 9 o'clock last night. Unfortunately, the person who was scheduled to facilitate was not feeling well, so she and I traded. So it's Pomaikai. I trust she'll be fine, but maybe not. She wasn't confident she'd be fine soon enough for this morning.
Hmm.
Our guest speaker is Dreaming Bear Baraka something.
Canaan.
Canaan. Dreaming Bear Baraka Canaan. And he's also our music minister. And you, those of you who got here a little bit early, you've been hearing, you've gotten already a test, an experience of what his beautiful drum can do. And you'll be hearing more of it during the course of the service. So we have officially, the first part of our service is the reading from Science of Mind magazine. And I hadn't gotten around to it soliciting a volunteer, so I will read it myself this time. The little essay is called Growing Our Capacity for Authenticity. The first quote is from Debbie Ford. It says, "The greatest act of courage is to be and to own all of who you are, without apology, without excuses, without masks to cover the truth of who you are." The second quotation is from Ernest Holmes, the founder of Religious Science and the first editor of this magazine back in the 1920s. And here's what he has to say. God's world is not a world of illusion, but a world of realities. We are trained from an early age to present our best face to the world. Instinctively, children alter their behavior to fit in with their peer groups. We spend the formative years of our lives editing ourselves. And then at some point, as we mature, usually after an experience of great pain, we break through the facade and begin the journey of discovering and delivering our authentic selves. The answer was always within us. Like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, our ability to go home was with us all along. We just didn't know it. As I was having a prayer call with my dear friend and prayer partner, Maggie Cole, she shared about a group she was leading and the powerful transformations that were occurring. "What is it you're not praying for?" she asked them. A profound question. Scripture says, "You have not because you ask not." And I believe we don't ask because we don't know who we are and what it is we need to be truly set free. When we step into our authenticity, we begin to pray for the things that really matter. The willingness to receive, self-acceptance and compassion, freedom from addictive thoughts. What we are really seeking is to live our most authentic lives. Therein lies spiritual freedom. It's a fairly long affirmation. I'll read the whole thing and then I'll break it in parts for you to repeat. I drop the mask. I release my egoic need to please others. I embrace the power of my authentic self. Spirit moves through me now, revealing true freedom and true power. Okay, so the first part's short. I drop the mask. I release my egoic need to please others.
I release my egoic need to please others.
I embrace the power of my authentic self.
I embrace the power of my authentic self.
Spirit moves through me now.
Spirit moves through me now.
Revealing true freedom and true power.
Revealing true freedom and true power.
So that was a lot. So I'm going to allow us all minutes to take it in. Or if you prefer, you can use the time to do whatever sort of centering process works for you, just to be able to be fully present and open to receive the gifts of this morning. And I'll do the little chimes to bring you back when it's done. Hello again. I love it when we come to that place and close our eyes, and then I open my eyes and someone new has appeared. I should also say good morning to our live stream people that are joining us in consciousness, even though they can't be on the lanai. We won't make you quite as jealous as usual because it isn't actually a bright, sunny morning like it usually is. It's a bit overcast. But of course, you know, even a less than perfect day in Hawaii is better than most days, most places. So I'm going to invite Dreaming Bear to share a song for us now, but it's not going to be just a song. It'll be sort of a poem, song, meditation experience. And it's going to be, he said, about 9 or 10 minutes, and then his main presentation will be a little bit shorter. So he's sort of top loading it.
Down this meal of your company, the presence that you've provided. But simultaneously, I want to maybe ignite a couple of little fires, flames in your heart, if you will, that re-enchant you to the moment. I think of myself not so much as a spiritual being, but as a connoisseur of the moment. Think about that for a second. You know how there are connoisseurs of different kinds of wine? I can see myself as like that miner of moments. You know, like I got this little glass eye and I'm looking at each moment and I'm going, aha, it's got that thing that we live for, that joie de vivre, as the French say, you know, that quality, that essence of enchantment, of magic. A lot has happened since I was here last. My partner was 9 months pregnant my last time here, and now my baby boy is 9 months old. They are two amazing beings that are going to join us after his nap. He's having a little nap outside in the parking lot. But so that's changed my worldview. You can imagine in 9 months, my worldview has gone from, you know, not knowing what it means to have children and thinking that my capacity to love had reached its limits. Yeah, the depths of my being had been cracked open as much as they could be. And then my son smiled at me and my heart cracked a little bit deeper. And I realized something that I'm going to say, and you don't have to take offense if it doesn't apply to you. But if you would have told me before I had a child, I would have said, "You're crazy. That's not possible." What I've learned is the human experience isn't really complete without having a child. Now, take that for what it's worth for your own story. It doesn't mean that you need or don't need, but for me at least, I can say my story, my human experience wasn't complete. Yes, you have a question? or other people's children. And now, like I said, speaking of the angels, this is my beloved Destiny, patience, because God knew she would need patience to deal with me. And my boy, Shaman Ra. He just woke up from his nap, and his full name is Shaman Ra, Blue Phoenix Dreaming Bear. So we're calling in a great destiny for him as he's being part of this new generation of beings who don't know what it means to live without a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Like where our country or our world, where the planet is headed in this moment is like a freight train out of control, like a bucking bronco, and you don't know what's going to happen. You just got to hold on. And I have operative words I want to inseminate into your consciousness. The word trust. Okay, let me just leave that as a seed in your subconscious. No matter what you take from what else I might say to you today, trust, 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 trust. We were in the fires of Lahaina. I don't know if many of you know, I've had a place there for 13 years. And we were scheduled to be in the exact place of the fires at the time of the fires, but through divine timing, that's another plant a seed into your subconscious. Divine timing. Take those together. Trust, divine timing, because somehow through that divine timing, we made it. We were actually encompassed in flames at one moment. Me, my 2-month-old at that time baby, and my beloved, surrounded by fire. And she's like, babe. And I feel like a child playing with a shotgun in retrospect, because I was like, no, no, babe, it's okay. There are wildfires here all the time, you know. And little did I know, I'm driving with my family through what would become the worst fire in American history. And yet unscathed, and yet through perfect synchronicities of listening to Source and following, we ended up being the ones who made it out. And we went back 2 days later and found everything in complete ashes. I've seen people still floating in the water. Somehow, through a miracle, I got through that government blockade of military guys. I have a video if you're interested in seeing it. And they said, we're not letting anyone in yet. It was just 2 days after. And I felt in my heart called to go and be there. And somehow, again, through divine intervention, that's another word I'm going to plant into your subconscious, divine intervention. Spirit opened a way and they said, okay, we're going to hold on to your license. And they let me and her and him go down and see firsthand on Front Street what was going on. And I'll tell you, I didn't expect it. But when I opened the door to the car and I stood up, a wave of anguish, a wave of grief, a wave of what felt like the collective shock of those people who didn't have such fortune hit me. And I wept. I wept like uncontrollable kind of weeping that washes over you like a wind. You know what I'm saying? That kind of. And once again, I came back to that word trust. And so I want to speak to you from a place of, it's a gift for us to even be here today. It's a gift for us to be able to have this opportunity to be in each other's company. If I take a little bit more time of yours than I'm supposed to, would you forgive me? Because this is all we got right now. Tomorrow, that's all we got, but we don't have that yet. And you can't lose what you never had, right? But we got this right now. Would you mind if we go on a journey together in that regard? I want to bring you back to a state where you're in love with the source of existence itself. When people ask me what I want to do with my life, you know what my answer is? I want to give God goosebumps. I don't want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a philosopher, a poet. I want to be the thing that gives the source of existence a reason to go, wow, God dang it, I love it, you know? That feeling that you get when truth happens, your skin percolates. You know what I'm talking about? Truth bumps. I'm calling them now truth bumps. I want us to go into the state of truth bump together. Are you okay with that? So I'm going to share with you a kind of metaphysical transmission that puts our relationship with Source into a context that some people may or may not be comfortable with. I shared some of my poetry in the Holy Land. People got up and walked out. They were so offended that I said you could kiss God. Understand that everything I say is a metaphor, okay, and an invitation of playfulness, like the child within calling to us. That's what I mean when I said that human experience isn't complete. For me, there was a quality that I could only know by knowing him. And I can't explain that. I can only say that if you haven't had children, find children to be around and glean that magic of enchantment from them because they carry it. It's like a quality that they exude. So I want us to exude a quality together too. Are you okay with that? I'm going to need some participation here. Are you okay with that? Now, if people can have fun with their spirituality, now we've got a combination that's contagious to the masses because it only takes a small percentage of human beings to set the conscious tone. So I think that's what my invitation to you today is going to be, that you join me in an ancient ritual. This is our fire. We're just sitting around a fire. I was a professor at Cal State Long Beach for 8 years. I had as many classes on the beach around a fire as I could because there's something about that tribal. And so it's going to be a cooperation, okay? So I want you to close your eyes now. I want you to take a deep breath in with me. And just We're going to do that 2 more times. Deep breath in. And one more time, I want you to breathe in all that has happened in the last year of your life. And as you exhale it, I want you to let it become one with the wind. Deep breath in. Now, I want you to just focus in on your own heart. I want you to put one hand over your heart, if you would. It could be any hand. And just use the other one as sort of an antenna receiver for a moment and find the frequency that you feel adjusted. Our hands are really antenna. They're really instruments of Source. And the energy that we have in them flows. So I want you to now envision that you and the Source of existence are beloveds. You are lovers. And every breath you take, every moment of your life is a moment spent in adoration of the One. I want you to think about that for a second. And I want you to ask yourself this one question. I want you to say, as I'm speaking, just let it marinate in the background. Say to Source, show me you as you truly are without filters. Just let that thought echo in the chambers of your subconscious mind. And then somewhere along that journey, when it reveals itself, say to the Source of existence, show me myself as I truly am without filters. And then see what comes of that. Are you okay with that? I said, are you okay with that? All right, we're going to do this together collectively now. This is our experiment experience. So I invite you to join me now. What is a kiss at its essence? Besides the pressing of 2 pieces of flesh, it is metaphysics at its best. In this slow motion silhouette of tongues, lips, and breath, there is simultaneous engagement of all the senses, not to mention an exchange of libidinous living water liquids. And deeper within this tryst, there is the luminous lexicon of love's secret language of enchantment. Today, the beloved hand-painted a sky of gold, rose, encrusted diamonds. And it was the tenderest kiss to the seer behind my eyes. Besides this, there was the full round face of the moon and 5 attending planets stretched out across the night seed in a 2-month orbital orgy for all to see. A smile. A smile is the sweetest thing when given in sincerity. Something akin to free energy harnessed directly from the 0-point field frequency and given to each other mischievously, the way a flower pollinates a bee, covering over its entire being with nectarian beauty. Goddess, mother, daughter, friend. That's the ontology of where we begin. Within the God, Father, Brother, Son, sources, karmic interweaving of earthly deities across infinity. Spiritual mitosis is the prognosis for this monument, as every kind of being intersects and intent on participating in the full-on experience experiment. Let's put it, capital IT, into context and whet this world's appetite for mysterious action at a distance. We all began, in the truest sense, as evidenced by the still, silent, indiscriminate spin inherent in our energetic vortex. In the every when, all scales and dimensions and everything within them is spiraling. From the smallest quark constituents to the grandest astronomic expanse. That means existence is an intergalactic romantic slow dance happening between the interstellar sheets where polarities meet at the intersectional instance of vibration, infinity, and chance. How long will this love feast last, you ask? Deathless. Or as long as it takes for us to slake our lust for transcendence as embodied stardust. Birthless. We come into this ocean of being from the quintessential gravity well wave of non-being, suspended in an amniotic, zero viscosity, superfluidic substrate. One might say, life is having a cosmic cocktail costume party wherein singularity self-divides into the many. Movement comes to a position of rest, and all the crystalline cups are filled with fermented liquid death as an intoxicant to the moment. And to partake in this way, when we incarnate in the hide and seek kiss tag game and commit to play, each new day is a ceremony of innocence in and of itself. We are the hands and fingertips of hearts who reach through us in their beating, pumping a desire for belonging into our very limbs and veins. More than brains thinking, we are feelings commingling and coming to a consensus reality. Infinite bliss is our birthright. So tonight, share this Venusian light from across the Earth's bedazzled circumference. In exactly the same way, we consciously share a breath, laughing in bed. That being said, we can make love to source from across the cosmic oceans. For the ultimate truth of quantum entanglement would suggest, no matter how far apart our bodies rest, when I motion my hands towards your innocence, you feel a tickle upon your chest as an incandescent wind erupts upon your skin. If you reach for my poetry, I'll feel your purest intention caressing every inch of me. That's the true nature of oneironating, to travel without the need of a body. Oneironaut, to make love without the need of a body. Dream travel with me then. Mystical mother, beloved God, goddess. For what is a kiss at its essence? Besides the pressing of two pieces of flesh, it is metaphysics at its best. It's in this slow motion silhouette of tongues, lips, and breath that there is simultaneous engagement and release of all the senses. Not to mention an exchange of libidinous living water liquids. And deeper than this tryst, there is the lexicon, the illuminated love language of Source's secret language of enchantment. Hopefully, Source showed you some glimpse of who you are in this moment. So take a deep breath in with me. Welcome, connoisseurs of the moment, back to the present awareness. Thank you for that moment.
I've learned not to try to remember everything when Dreaming Bear comes, but I'm just trusting that it's going into my unconscious and I'll have wonderful dreams.
Yes, indeed.
So now I get to introduce Butt Center, and I have the script that we usually use, but one of our recent presenters gave a new angle on it. which I liked. And she comes from another part of the country, and she's very well traveled, and so I think it's interesting what's her impression of New Thought. And she said that something she appreciates about New Thought is that for her it represents love with rebar. So you can reflect on that, and just of what New Thought is until you've come in, and maybe not even then.
True. True. That's why I
So
love New
is
Thought so
there
much.
is there anyone besides Blue Phoenix? Is there anyone else who's here for the first time this morning at a Sunday service? Oh, okay, cool. Well, what we're going to do next is pass the microphone around, and the people that just raised their hands, you can talk more than the rest of us. You can tell us if you want to where you came from or what drew you here this morning. But for most of us, what we're going to do is just, because we want to give Dr. Dreaming Bear plenty of time, we're just going to say our name and what color represents your consciousness at this moment.
Ooh, I like that. See, technology. You okay, buddy? Oh.
Oh dear. I could just pass this one if that was being troublesome.
No, it's just I didn't know it was. Oh, somebody last time they did this, gain turned all the way up, and it's just a little dial. Anyways, it's working fine now.
Okay, very good. Well, why don't you give it to Jeanette? We'll let her start today.
All right.
So name and color, and if you're a first timer, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
I'm Jeanette, and the color today feels purple.
I'm Leah, cobalt blue.
I'm Tony, and I think gold. I think gold today. I'm not sure. I'm Tony, and I think gold. I think gold today. I'm not sure. I'm still.
I'm Palmer and emerald green.
I'm Rob, and my color is light.
Hi, I'm Alexa, and I think I'm going to go with a pale yellow.
I'm Anna. I'm Alexa's honorary grandmother, and she is helping at our farm right now. And she is nothing short of amazing.
I'm Patty, and my color is blue.
I'm Momi, and my color is green.
I'm Katie, and I resonate with green.
Hi, I'm Brianna, and today I feel deep purple.
Hi, everyone. I'm Noelle, and my color today feels blue.
Aloha, I'm Sarah, and my color is platinum diamond silver.
I'm Lori. My color's papaya.
Morning. I go by the name Audrey Waylai or Mandy, and I feel a lot of green
My name is Sally, and although I don't know what the color is called, it's the orchids that are on the orchids on that table, that dark pinkish purple on the top.
Yeah, I'm Steven, and I like green, and it's interesting. Everybody, a lot of people are wearing the colors they like.
That's true.
Hello. Today it feels colorless, maybe, or should I say white? Mostly colorless.
Jamie, if I could say rainbow, but if I can't, then lavender.
Jan, and today I feel like turquoise blue.
Good morning, Reagan. I'm feeling kind of a crystal light color.
Shayna, I'm surprising myself with lemon yellow.
Gretchen, and I'm here with my friends here for the first time. I don't know. I think a deep purple is my color.
I'm Elaine, and my color is definitely orange.
Aloha, Marcus, and I'm definitely pink today.
Aloha, I'm Eddie and orange today. Good morning, I'm Lloyd. My color is cloudless sky blue.
And my color today is sapphire blue.
I'm Terry. I can't choose, so blue, purple, and turquoise.
I am Elisha Leolani, and right now, this moment is sparkling, moving gold, radiating.
Did we get everyone? Thank you.
Dreaming Bear, you have your own mic.
Oh, that's right. Turquoise mixed with gold, like a metallic, like the bar of gold. But somehow it's a combination of those colors.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with sort of an aqua, very pastel sort of aqua color. Well, that was a colorful experience.
Yes. Good way to get to know somebody.
So the 9-minute song was not really 9 minutes.
There was an intro that was a little bit longer. You're
Well,
right.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
I'm
I had
sorry.
no idea.
So much has happened. I apologize about that.
Don't be sorry. I had no idea that your family was so into. But what I'm thinking is to just, it says on the outline, it says another song now, but I'm going to wait and let you include that with your main presentation.
Perfect.
And that means the next thing is, if anybody would like to share a miracle, but I'm seeing there's this mic holder here with no mic in it. Right, but there's usually a corded mic for that. Okay, but I think I will still like the person to come stand here just so that the, oh wait, well, yeah, okay, well, this one works well. This is louder? It's good for the microphone? I mean, for the miracle? Okay, but I will, even though there's no cord, I'll invite you to still come forward just so that our people that are watching the live stream will be able to see your face as you share your miracle. And I believe we have time for maybe 2 to 3, depending on the length. Okay, Tony?
Good morning. My name is Tony. And I just want to say it's a miracle that Dreaming Bear is here with us. He's already said that, but I want to reiterate. It's a miracle. It's truly amazing to hear. And knowing that your guidance, your faith carried you through. And it's a profound lesson, a reminder, not a lesson, a reminder for all of us. And so it takes, let's be in the moment to a new level. It helps me to understand, to be reminded of how we go. Every moment's precious. It's a gift. Yes, we know that. And we revel in that. But it really enhances the understanding of that with what you've shared today. And it truly moved me. And I'm so grateful to have you here. I had no idea.
Grateful to be here.
Yeah, we're so grateful to have you and your family here. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Jamie. I'm going to do my best. I've been doing a cleanse, and so all of a sudden everything's just kind of coming out. I don't know if this is an ordinary or a miracle, but I felt compelled to share it. The land that I steward, all the flowers are kind of going through a phase of sleeping, and you can see they're making their buds, but they're not open. And whenever I make lei, I think about the presenter. If they're a musician, then I play their music.
Oh, wow.
I do pule. I think about, what their personality is like and how do they identify. And so Leah had a guest in town from Kauai, and she took her to Poliaku Gardens, and she looked down at the ground and saw these beautiful jade vine flower blossoms. And I'm like, yay, because I can always fall back on green tea. And then as I was weaving them, and I had some indigenous music playing and Howling with the Wolves, and they started to take form. And what I saw was bear claws.
Wow.
So,
Amazing. Turquoise bear claws.
turquoise bear.
Now.
Wow. Wow. Amazing. Thank you so much. I received that. Thank you. May you receive a poet's reward in heaven. That's awesome. This is exactly the color I was feeling like earlier. I was like, wow, there was a little purple in it too. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Amazing.
Well, thank you. So now we're doing things a little different. Okay, so lei first and introduction second. But I'm pretty sure the most important identity for Dreaming Bear at this moment is Daddy.
Yes.
But I'll read a little bit about his backstory. Then he doesn't have to do it himself unless he wants to. Okay. The foundation of Dr. Dreaming Bear's work as a transformational epic orator and poetic storyteller is deeply attuned to the natural world and to the ancestry of his mixed heritage as half Cherokee and half Palestinian. His time as a university teacher and researcher was further defined by 3 years spent living off the grid in a treehouse on Maui. While immersed in the forest and the farming life of an eco-village at Twin Falls, he began to take his artistry to a new level and developed many of the works that have proven to be inspiring to many people, including the award-winning book Wild Love, Kissed into Consciousness. Dr. Dreaming Bear is the award-winning author of 13 books, and 11 mystical albums. He's also the president of Love Evolution Foundation charity. And he does a really cool, is it called a podcast?
Show I broadcast in Maui. It's called Literati.
Literati. Turn it over to Dreaming Bear, and you have a full 30 minutes
Wow.
if you want,
Okay, I'm
if you want it.
going to try to take as little of that as I can, but simultaneously not leave you wanting more. No, maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. So I want to I got so much. I'm like a waterfall. It's like ready. It's like I have 72 hours worth of information memorized that I could just speak to you for 72 hours from the most beautiful things. Okay, but I'm going to narrow that down to 19 minutes if you'll let me. But I want to preface a few things by saying, on the way here, I started thinking about what Einstein said. He said, I want to know the thoughts of God. The rest are details. And that got me thinking about new thought. New thought. What are we if not a new thought of God? And if Einstein really wanted to know the thoughts of God, he just need to look around and know the people next to him. So let's not make the mistake Einstein made of thinking that we could know God's thoughts by looking into the black hole mystery of existence. We know God's thoughts by looking at the person, the beautiful two universal black holes called the pupils, and knowing the thought, the new thought of God. You are a new thought of God, are you not? Is there any other thought just like you? I don't think so. When they say in quantum physics, when they look at the core of reality, it's something akin to what? Thought. Oh, okay. So you're saying we are the thoughts of God, essentially. So as a new thought of God, I want you to join me in your divine inheritance power. You may or may not know, when you set your intention to give the universe goosebumps, the universe says, I accept the challenge too, to give you goosebumps. And you find yourself on the regular, like, oh my God, it's happening again, like literally moment by moment. Am I beefing over here, sweetheart? Tell them we get goosebumps on the regular because what I asked for, and I want this is another one of those little seed plantings. Open the hallowed ground of your mind for a moment. I'm just gonna. You don't like this seed, by the way. You can come back and take a rake or a hoe and just get rid of it. Okay, so don't think I'm impregnating you unwillingly. Okay, but I am putting a seed in your mind that not only are you a thought of God, but that if you trust Source for the least likely but most beautiful outcome, you'll never stop being surprised. Never. Who wants to pray for what they want? I don't want to pray for give me this, give me that. I need this, I need that. I come to Source, and what I say is like a lover, give me the best thing you got, baby. Like show me, make me say wow. Like give me something good. Rock my world, for God's sake. You're God, are you not? And God says, I've been waiting for this challenge. You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to call out Source and to say, hey, not only am I willing to do my best in everything I do and say and the way I live my life to give you goosebumps, but I fully invite you, Source, to surprise me at any given moment with the least likely but most beautiful outcome I could ever have asked for. Why least likely? Because otherwise, if you know what's coming, it's so boring. Who wants to know the end of the story? Do you keep watching a movie when someone tells you how the plot goes? No, you go, oh, okay, great. You want to be intrigued. As Source condensing into individuation, it's ironic that what we desire more than anything and what Source maybe desires is instead of being like, imagine your eternal consciousness extended in every dimension. Nothing is not known to you. You are all things everywhere at every when. What would you want more than anything? If not, back to the connoisseur of the moment, a taste of the contrast as a finite singularity. Oh, that's what you are. You're a taste of that finite singularity where Source consciousness goes, I'm going to play a game of hide and seek kiss tag as every possible form and see if I can rediscover myself when my eyes kiss the eyes of another. Because there's that kiss again, which if you look it up in the dictionary, it says the pressing of two pieces of flesh, but thoughts can touch. Maybe a spiritual kiss is the pressing of two thoughts, as it were. So can we press thoughts in the most spiritually, what's the word when you want to just be friends? Plutonic way, but with the romance directed towards the one behind every eye, behind every lip, behind every tongue. What do you say about that? I say, what do you say about that? Come on now. If a Christian's going to have church, we could have church, right? I mean, atheists are out there having fun. Why aren't we having fun? Come on. So thanks for letting me join you. I want to do a little experiment now. So instead of playing this instrument, I've taken the time and liberty to lay down a track where I played with multiple musicians. Since I can't have my band with me. So there's going to be some music playing in the background. I'm going to give you another transmission about 15 to 18 minutes long called the butterfly effect. Okay. And this, flap my little wings over here and hope that that wind turns into a tornado inside your soul tonight as you go to lay your head upon the pillow and you realize Source is speaking to me through every dream, guiding me, directing me, showing me all the infinite possibility that lay at my fingertips. And if I just tap into that, everything that needs to be known is known. Are you with me on that? Okay, so music's going to come in, and then every now and then I'm going to ask you to join me because we're co-authoring this. So think of me as the drum beat and you as the chorus, okay? And the chorus is going to be little by little, we will turn into stars. We will turn into love. You try that with me? Little by little, we will turn into stars. We will turn into love. Okay, you got that? It'll get more clear as we actually get into it. Don't worry, you'll feel it. It'll get there. And at the very end, as we go out to the end, I'm going to take us into a standing, full-bodied exit meditation. We're going to move the truth through your being. Okay, are you okay with this experiment? This is an experiment, okay? We're gonna hypothesize that our togetherness is gonna give God goosebumps. Are you with me on that? All right. So close your eyes one time with me. Take a deep breath in. Say, I trust you, Source. Say, I trust you, Source. I trust you, Source. Aho. Okay, now I'm going to take my little timer here. And I'm gonna be playing music out of this. So you got this ready to go here? My iPad? I hear it now. There we go. All right. Now remember the words of Einstein. I want to preface this poem by saying there's a tattoo on my arm of a theory of everything, the solution to the formula of everything, which I'll share with you at the end. Okay. So if Einstein was right, at the speed of light, time dilates, objects shrink, and there's no reflection in the mirror. Ooh. Since my house of perceptions burned to the ground, I can see the sidereal patterns more clear. The solution to the formula of everything is this. Wait. Hold that moment, and I'll tell you at the end. Okay? You with me? I say, you with me? All right. Think of me as your own voice echoing off the beat of this heart, saying, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which light lives and is embodied. Ooh, feel that? Quite literally. Photons are vehicles for coherent consciousness to coalesce into corporeal form and know the sheer ecstasy of being able to laugh, dance, sing, and dream. So just tune your energy matrix into the metaphysical meteorologist's social climate weather report. This is the eons long future forecast, which calls for emotional heartstorming, solar tsunami swells of interplanetary pansentience, and tropical heat waves of monsoon-sized gratitude, resulting in rising sea levels of individual sovereignty. Little by little, you ready? Ready? Come on, give me something. I can't really hear it in the sound. We will turn it to love. You'll get it next time. You get it next time. We're going to come right back to it, okay? But let me get you a little deeper on this journey. Be ready when I point at you. You're going to say, little by little. We are the quantum leap generation. Uh-oh. Who, as an extended Earth family, have just entered a period of spiritual global warming. Oh, beyond the tipping point of no return to the polar ice cap patriarchy, melting away to give rise to the greenhouse gases of individual sovereignty, interspecies equanimity. No more feeling frozen with fractionally fulfilling your genius on the cold tundra of exopolitical spheres of influence. It's new paradigm time. Should I say new paradigm time? Oh, as the magnetic poles of thoughts and control shift into over unity. The duality dissolving into a singularity we call you and me, or community. Trust me when I say the experts of every discipline will unanimously agree with me when I tell you the world's best natural resource for renewable, clean energy. Oh, little by little, try that with me. Little by little, what's going to happen? We will turn into stars. What's going to happen? We will turn into love. Oh, yeah. You feeling it yet? So music still building, but I can't quite hear the chorus. We'll come back to it. In the meantime, it's time to flip the social script. Oh, and reclaim our lost concept for the word culture. Culture originally meant people who care for the environment. Hence, a love relationship, cultivation, a love relationship with the land, in which and by which the seed of our oneself was planted in the topsoil of skin, wherein universal mind is a kind of organic garden of omnilocality for permaculturing personalities into a crop circle of kindness that can sustainably hand feed the whole hurting world's appetite for something tender and sweet. Let the most enthusiastic aspects of your love affair with exuberance come out of the closet of your subconscious and hopscotch across hyperspace, hand in hand with happiness. As we enact the divine audacity to affirm against tradition that which stands confirmed in our own experience of love without conditions. What do you say? I say, what do you say? We as a society place more value on paper money than we do the old growth forest, from whence our financial freedoms are harvested from the trunks of trees, indicating the economy don't get conned by the economy. Don't get trapped and captured by the bars of your cell phone, because little by little, you ready? Chaos theory calls for a butterfly effect. Are you hearing me now? A mathematical anomaly, a kind of uncertainty principle glitch in which it only takes the square root of 1% of the total population of people on this planet to focus our conscious intent and thereby conjure alternate folds in the origami fabric of space-time's sequence of events, initiating an accelerated state of grace. As an early warning advisory update for our generation to anticipate flashes of fascination, sudden shifts in seismic thinking activity, and global laughing riots. Oh, global laughing riots that incite public displays of lovers kissing shamelessly in the streets. Are you with me? I say, you with me? All right, I'm gonna need your help. Little by little, little by little, we will turn into stars. We will turn into love. One more time, I say, little by little, little by little, we will turn into stars. We will turn into love. Okay, we're almost there now. Just stick with me a few more minutes. You're helping me tell the story. This very moment is an urgent, indestructible telepathic communication from the grand organizing designer of destiny, i.e., the royal we, who sends you serenity salutations, brought to you live via the Synergy Broadcast System satellite network of Source, interrupting your regularly scheduled pre-programmed perceptions of reality. I repeat, we interrupt your regularly scheduled pre-programmed perceptions of reality to bring you this breaking bliss bulletin of epic proportions, which is the new cool is called being conscious. Oh, the new cool is called being conscious and having the courage to live up to your own definition of success. Do you? Do you have the courage to live up to your own definition of success? Do you? Now I'm gonna need your help. You hear the voice barely playing in the background? We're gonna try one more time. Little by little. You ready? All together we say, little by little, little by little, we will turn to stars. One more time, we will turn into love. So just express your intergalactic green thumb of tenderness and let's grow compassion, diamond, wisdom gems on invisible star stems in the translucent soil substrate of each other's soils. Forget the fossil fuel of fear and anxiety, pumping the condensed sunlight remnants of our ancestors' wisdom into our modern day awareness, causing holes in the ozone, the oneness zone, hazardous holes in the ozone, the oneness zone, the layer of love that protects us from the ultra-violent radiation of mainstream media's misdirected glorification of unevolved behavior and stereotypes that appeal to the lowest common denominator. Time to reinvent the cosmic chrysalis content of our morphogenetic makeup. Time to go on a low carbon diet so that we can fly this revolutionized vessel of hybridized wholeness, which has been custom recapitulated to operate on, stay with me, the high energy outcome octane of forgiveness. The high energy outcome octane of forgiveness. Anyone know what I'm talking about out there? I say, anyone know what I'm talking about out there? Thank you. You know, little by little, little by little, little by little, little by little. Just let these words stir and let it just percolate in the cauldron of poesy, as the ancients call it, that center of your being, where you remember all things, because you are the architect of existence. And just below the surface of your senses lives 6 septillion super intelligent mini proto communities. All having elaborate scenic social lives of autocatalytic complex cuddling, in which your inner gorilla botanist is always composting stories of past sadness into a cold fission formula to solve et coagula. Say that with me. Solve et coagula. Dissolve and reform, or perform the true alchemy that transmutes pain into beauty by making music out of our misery. So as to be the rock stars of this world's heartbeat. Oh, can you do that? Whose lifestyle love lyrics leaves constellations longing to take supernova swan dives from their celestial stage skies into the molecular cloud crowds of microscopic coagulants that differentiate into the superconductivity you've come to call your body. Being authentic is the new enlightenment. Being authentic is the golden ticket to an all-access backstage pass of playfulness to attend the wildest, most unambiguously fun inner Space Love Stock Concert. Where there is a biorhythmic battle of the bands, partying hard in the mitochondrial mosh pit. Oh, the chromosome continuum's mitochondrial mosh pit. You know what I'm talking about? There's also a karaoke style 70 trillion cellular strong interstitial choir. And they're performing 100,000 chemical hit reaction songs per second each. Oh, you're a symphony, and coursing through your body into being electromagnetic through the cohesive group thermodynamics of multiple non-equilibrium open relationships. Did I say that? Multiple non-equilibrium open relationships. Are you with me still? After this guy sings a little bit, we're going to come back and I'm going to tell you the conclusion of this story. In the meantime, all of these words serve as what the ancients called the cauldron of poesy. You all carry it right here. Once this is stirred, it produces all kinds of aromatic flavors. It's sort of the soup of your soul, if you will. So I'm just adding a little bit of spice, their favorite spice, your favorite spice, whatever that is. I'm giving a little dash of that. And I'm inviting you to join me as we close out this experiment with these last few words, okay? So let's play leapfrog over the back of the Cambrian explosion. What do you say? Into the primordial ooze love puddle, where mischievous mud wrestling nudist colonies of antimatter acquiesce. As original thought tries on material form. And the impulse to life, libido, takes flight in a double helix Fibonacci sequence biplane, barnstorming the boxcar of your brain's train of thought, which gets derailed whenever truth is revealed. Your brain's train of thought gets derailed when it hits truth. And truth is, we are, at our essence, a kind of harmonic sensory resonance of laser precise experience transmissions integrated biophotonically through vibro-tactile telepathic thought antenna receivers we call our body, tuned into the bandwidth of various megaverses available on the interstellar station of our agreed upon collapsed wave function for infinite probability. Are you with me? Are you with me? Then see if your inner tree can photosynthesize this. Okay. The concept for the word culture originally meant we care for our environment. We care for our environment. Culture. Little by little, little by little, we will turn into stars. We will turn into love. One more time, I say little by little, little by little, we will turn into stars. We will turn into love. Are you glad to be alive? Say now my transmission is complete. I know it's a lot to take in. I know it's a lot, but I want to ask you to now join me in a standing position. Take this antenna thought receiver you call your body. Shake these legs out. It's a miracle that we're here together. And I want to take you to a place where we take these truths and we put them in our body. I'm going to put on a little beat now. Don't worry. It's all right to have a little beat in your body. Let your booty move. I know my beloved loves that. She's a beat mama. Let this music come through, and I'm going to teach you a couple of things. We're going to say something like, "The sky is not the limit. The sky is not the limit." Say it with me. The sky is not the limit. One more time. The sky is not the limit. One more time. A little bit louder. One more time. All right, then this. Try this. If we could dream it, we could be it. Uh-oh. If we could dream it, we could be it. If we could dream it. Help me out. That's right. If we could dream it, we can be it. And one more time. This little one. Try this one. You're going to say, it feels good to be alive. It feels good to be alive. It feels good to be alive. Say it like you mean it. It feels good to be alive. All right, you ready for this? Here we go. Let me find the right music. All right, here we go. This is the part where we take our spirituality, we bring it up into our kundalini, we let it go out to the world. We're going to create a little, now come on, find your butt groove, whatever that might be for you. Yeah, there you go. Move a little bit if you can. If you can't, move on the inside. And here we go. We're going to say, the sky is not the limit. The sky is not the limit. Say it like you mean it. The sky is not the limit. Come on, I say that. I don't believe you. One more time. The sky is not the limit. Like you mean it. Say, just the ladies. Just the fellas. The sky is not the limit. All together, we say. A little bit louder. They can't hear you out there. Now say, if we could dream it, we can be it. If we could dream it, we can be it. Yeah, if we could dream it, we can be it. Come on. If we could dream it, we can be it. What's that? A little bit louder. Like you mean it. Let yourself feel it. Say, it feels good to be alive. 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 Let me hear you. I don't believe you. So one more time. Like you're grateful. Now say, the sky is not the limit. The sky is not the limit. That's right. No matter what they tell you. What'd you say? The sky is not the limit. A little bit louder. Like you mean it. Like you feel it. Now shout it out loud. And you say, if we could dream it, we can be it. Come on. If we could dream it, we can be it. Tell me. Now, you don't believe that, do you? Tell me like you mean it. One more time. If we could dream it, we can be it. Like you mean it. Now shout it. You know why? It feels good to be alive. It feels good to be alive. Oh yeah, I'm here. It feels good to be. Look at you, you're here. It feels good to be alive. You want to know the thoughts of God? It feels good to be alive. Yeah, it feels good to be alive. Tell me. One more time. Don't let them have all the fun. Tell me. Like you mean to say, good to be alive. Now try this one. This is a new one. We say, we're going to love by example. 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 We're going to love. Come on. We're going to love. Why? What's that? What you talking about? How we love? By example. The sky is not the limit. The sky is not the limit. Like you mean it. The sky is not the limit. Come on. The sky is not the limit. If we could dream it, we can be it. If we could dream it, we can be it. If we could dream it, we can be it. If we could dream it, we can be it. You know why? Because it feels good to be alive. 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 If you're glad to be alive, say. All right, we moved our truth out. Thank you, beloveds, for letting me come and play in your playground today. I want to encourage you, if you get a chance, to sit with those questions I asked you to ask in the beginning. The question of, show me you as you truly are without filters. Say that to the source of existence. Show me you as you truly are without filters. Say that with me. Now say, and follow that rabbit hole. Follow that rabbit hole, wherever it's going to take you on a long journey. Lots of little creatures are going to pop their heads up and be like, "Hi, it's me." And then after you've taken that journey fully and you feel satisfied with what Source shows you, get at the edge of the diving board now and go look over into the abyss and say, "Show me as I truly am without filters." Say that with me. Show me as I truly am without filters. One more time like you mean it. Show me as I truly am without filters. And you will discover more about yourself than anything this poet could tell you. Suffice it to say, I've shared my advice.
You mentioned about the culture being caring about your environment.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that must be the agriculture.
Exactly. And cultivation.
So this is from a tree. So I did my part. It says channel 4 that was yours. Now? Okay, good. Anyway, this is a beautiful fruit from a beloved tree that was planted by my husband Rob decades ago, and
Wow.
anyway, we want you to have it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll think of him as I take bites. I have this prayer I always say over my meals. I don't know if you mind if I share it. It's instead of asking for a blessing, I say, "May this food enjoy being eaten by me as much as I enjoy eating it."
Very good, but don't eat it yet.
I won't.
You have to wait till it's soft.
Until it's soft. Okay. I mean, the fruit should enjoy it too, right? It can't be a one-way
Yeah,
street.
I thought I heard you say something about flowers pollinating bees.
Yes.
So-
Isn't that a great way to think of it?
Yeah.
The flower like kind of hugs that bee with pollen. You know, it's like, "Ooh, get it all over, baby." You know. like-
Well, this has been wonderful. Thank you for
Thank
taking
you
us
for
all on
letting
that
me.
journey.
I want to mention just as we close, I do have a TV show. It's on YouTube if you're interested. It's called Literati. And if you want to get in touch with it, what it is I've taken over 400 different thinkers from around the world, men, women of all race, creed, all belief systems, occult, New Age, you name it. Everything you could imagine is in there. And I've given them a voice. For 15 minutes, I bring them back to life with some visuals from their lifetime. Everyone on the list is passed on. But this is sort of a cosmic intellectual meeting place where the literate of our world come together, and what I've found is, and I think my beloved has found also, is that it's been for me a great discovery of an embedded scripture in the very experience of being human. So I invite you to come and look at that. If you want to know the link, you can give me I have a little list up here. You can put your email address in. I won't send you anything except for the link to the YouTube channel, I promise. And if you want, I can also tell you how to find it when you come up.
You
And
know
then-
what, Dreaming Bear, if you gave me the link,
You can send it out?
I think I could include a little blurb that goes with the YouTube that gets created.
That would be great.
And
That would
then
be great.
anybody who's interested can
Perfect.
do
Perfect.
it. Wonderful.
And then I have books and albums over here as well.
Oh, okay.
So I do have 13 books. I only brought 2 of them. You can get them all online now. I have 13 albums. You can also get those. My biggest recommendation, the piece you heard today comes from an album called Transluminal Flux,
Transluminal
The
Flux.
Heart Science of Infinite Consciousness. This is sort of my
So
quantum
how about
physical album.
after our closing circle, maybe you can sort of migrate over there
will.
and then you can give people advice on which ones were right if
Perfect.
they want advice.
Perfect.
So wait, but now put on your other hat. Now
Okay.
you're music
That's right.
minister, and
That's
you're
right.
going to make some generosity music for us as the Koa Bowl circulates.
I mentioned I would tell you the solution to the formula of everything at the end, and I might as well show you it. So for me, dreams have always been, and this is an unannounced takeover, I apologize. For me, dreams have always been my connection to source. My name, Dreaming Bear, came from a 14-year-old mama who was given a dream of a bear that said, "Don't kill this child. He has much beauty to bring to the world." So I've always listened to my dreams. I had a dream of this. Can you see this? This is like a mathematical formula that I have right here. I tattooed it because the dream was so profound. So here's the formula. Unity divided by infinity multiplied by the singularity of you and me minus the illusion of time's forward progress plus the square root of the rest of existence is equal to love phi ratio. If you want to know more about that, ask me after. Sorry, I had to share the formula to everything with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. Again, wow. I'm supposed to preface the New Thought announcements by telling you how you can find the information you can't remember that you want to remember. So one way is these little cards, which are on the round table. It has the address of the New Thought website. Most of what you're going to hear is on the website. There's also a physical bulletin board as you're on your way out to the parking lot. Most of you probably have the kind of phones that can take pictures. So you could take a picture of the bulletin board, and quite a lot of what you're going to hear is on the bulletin board. I'll try to be brief, but the complete version of what's coming up is on the bulletin board. So I'll just try to skim over the highlights because I've gotten the message that some people don't particularly enjoy this part of the service. So our Sunday mornings service, you can come by person, you can watch the live stream, you can watch the video on the New Thought YouTube channel afterwards. We provide free childcare by reservation. And please let us know by Friday if you're bringing keiki. Next 3 Sundays, March 10th, Sakshi Zion, program and music. March 17th, Kawakea Winston, the 2024 astrological forecast, music by Colleen Yost. And March 24th, Maria Mann leading us in the spring equinox ceremony. We have a weekly class, a Tai Chi class taught by Jinan Wang. Starts at 4:30 right here on the Lanai. $15, $48 for the whole month. If you pay on the first Monday, that would be tomorrow. Monthly events, produce giveaway today, and it's on the back towards the ocean near the red poinsettia, and there's not as much variety as sometimes, but there's still some good stuff. So, and there's bags, so help yourself. Everything's free, so the price is right. Crystal Bowl meditation next Sunday, 9 to 9:30. It's worth getting up early to come for it in the Honua room where the children are right now. It's a free event with an optional donation to New Thought. And I believe Jamie is going to make her debut as a bowler. So you can come and support her in that. End of the month potluck will be Sunday, March 31st, which by a fortunate coincidence is Easter. So I think it will be a really wonderful feast. Special events. This coming Saturday, the 9th, Jen Lighty will be leading us on a mythic journey through sacred story. It's from 2 to 4 in the Honua room. Suggested donation $20. If somebody wants free admission, you can volunteer to be the facilitator of that event. I'm the default facilitator if no one comes forward, but I'm not attached to it. The end last Saturday of March, the 30th, Sarah Rose is leading a herbal elixir workshop. It's a hands-on activity mixing honey and apple cider vinegar and all sorts of interesting herbs and flowers. It'll be from 2 to 4 here on the Lanai, $25 to $50 sliding scale. And if you want to get the latest news on what's happening at New Thought, you can sign yourself up on the website to get the weekly newsletter, e-newsletter, or you can sign the guest book if you're not already on the mailing list. That's another way that you can get added to the list. Okay, something special that's not on the bulletin board or the website is Lunch with Dreaming Bear. So he's giving us a new experience. We're going to go to the Mexican restaurant called Manny's, and it's to the south.
About 1.5 miles, maybe.
Okay,
Maybe 2 miles
and on the
total.
Mackay side.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was another Mexican restaurant there that had with a different name, but
Shaka Tacos, maybe? It's right by Shaka Tacos, but just past
no,
it.
it was further back. But
Okay.
anyway, just look for the Eternal Mexican restaurant on the Mackay side. What was it, Moby? Oh, Grandma's. It was even before that. I guess I'm really old. Oh, thank you for that reminder. So she's the Sunday presenter on the 17th, and I did it one year. It's like 15 to 20 minutes personal reading, and so there's a fairly limited number of people can do it. But you can't sign up ahead of time. You have to come Sunday, that when she talks, and then we'll figure it out who gets those lucky spots. Yeah. So that is nice service. Mommy? That's it. That's it. Okay. Yeah. It's funny how there's a certain energy. Like there's the Eternal Chinese restaurant at the top of our driveway and the Eternal Mexican restaurant in that place. So I don't even know if they take reservations, but could I just see a show of hands of who thinks they would like to join us for that lunch with Dreaming Bear? Okay. One.
Well,
And all naturally,
don't be shy.
Destiny.
I won't
Okay,
bite. I'm a
1,
bear. I won't bite.
2, 3,
I won't bite you. I'll bite the
4,
food though.
5. Okay, well, at least 5.
Okay.
I'm glad we're not going to take over the whole restaurant. We'll just show up. 5 to 10, they can deal with it. And it won't be right away because we're going to look at all the cool stuff Dreaming Bear brought. And also for those of you who are members of New Thought, but were not able to come to the meeting last week, which was really wonderful and a great meal. Thank you, Shayna and Liza. But we have some extra of the handouts. They're in colored folders, red, green, and yellow. And we also invited, so you can take one if you're interested. We also invited members to, this is a little card that says Imagine, and it has flowers. Imagine wonderful things for New Thought going forward. And you can write your new thoughts for New Thought on the back of it and put it in the basket at the corner of the long table. So did I get it all?
I wanted to mention that we're moving back to Maui. We got a property in Haiku now. So that's the miracle for me, is that we were able to purchase another property in Haiku. And as a result, though, we have 2 beautiful little puppies that are 4 years old, amazing creatures, only 3 pounds each, that we have up for adoption. One's named Oracle and one's named Ganja Bear. Don't be offended by the second name, but they're both super sweet. If you're interested, please let me know. I can show you a little video of them and you can meet them before we leave. All right.
How
Sorry.
long are you spending the night in Kona?
No,
Or-
unfortunately, we're going back. We have a place in Volcano still, but it's in escrow. So we're going to be
Okay.
moving on the 22nd of March. So if you guys
Okay.
could keep us in
The
your
time of
prayers,
change.
because I've been out here
Yeah.
for the last 10 years. I did have my condo in Lahaina, but now that's gone. But now we've sold all of our properties here, and we're getting ready to move back to Maui on the 22nd to try to make a fresh start over there.
Okay.
But I'll still come back if you invite me.
We certainly will. And we'll try to accommodate you too if we can.
Awesome. That would be great.
Okay, so now is the time we form our big circle and we invite the children to join us, and we're going to sing Hawaii Aloha. And the words are posted in various places around the lanai. Is there somebody that would like to kind of lead that? That can, okay, thank you, Tony. Oops.
E Hawaii e kuone hanawe kuhome kula ivine oli no ai na pono anio. E Hawaii, aloha e haoli na o pio o Hawaii ne. Oli oli mana ahe makani e pamaine mau ke aloha no Hawaii e aoli na o pio o Hawaii ne. Oli mana ahe makani pamaine mau ke aloha no Hawaii mau ke aloha no Hawaii.
Test. 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 1, 2. Test. Hello.
Happy on mix. Super sweet. Really, really loving.